Hi, and welcome to Beer Bellies. I'm Nate.
And I'm Ronnie.
And tonight we're drinking a couple Oktoberfests. But then we have to sit next to each other pantsless the whole time. It's true.
Get awkward.
Oktoberfest, Marzens, Fest beers, whatever you want to call them. Different names, same kind of beers. So tonight we've got the Breckenridge Marzen, and we've got Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I think we should drink them.
Let's do it.
Start with the Breckenridge.
Got a wheat kind of smell to it.
Yeah, it smells weedy.
That's got a good, strong, just beer taste. Like a nice, well-crafted beer.
If there's anything that kind of takes this beyond just any of your typical Pilsners, lagers, ales, whatever, this has a little bit more of a spice flavor to it. It's autumnal. So when I first smelled it, I gotta admit, the smell doesn't really give a whole lot. And I thought it was gonna be kind of a bland beer. But I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with the taste, with the flavor on this.
Yeah, it's got a strong flavor. It's not what I expected based on the smell either. I'm not a huge fan of wheat beers. So when I got that wheat smell, kind of,
Yeah.
not expecting much, but this flavor, it's good.
Yeah. All right, what do you say we move on to the Sam Adams? It smells much sweeter compared to that weedy smell for the Breckenridge. It tastes a lot sweeter too. It's like a deeper flavor on it with the Sam Adams. Sam Adams, I always kind of equate with having decent beers, but nothing that I ever would rush to grab off the shelf.
Yeah, nothing's gonna wow you.
But every time Oktoberfest comes out, I make sure to get a pretty large amount of them and take them down through the fall. We often talked about grass cutting beers during the summer. This is a leaf raking beer. When you're out raking leaves, maybe you got a hoodie on, some pair of jeans or whatever, but you're still starting to kind of sweat when you're doing all that work. You definitely want to have one of these guys to just kind of be refreshing while you're doing that task. The Breckenridge is more of like a lighter, spicier flavor, whereas the Sam Adams is more of a deeper, malty, sweeter flavor.
Yeah. I would take either one of these, put it in my Yeti and go on a hay ride.
We are in no way sponsored by Yeti, but we wouldn't mind to be.
Yeah. Somebody pay us.
Anybody. One thing to note about the Sam Adams Oktoberfest is they do kind of boast that they have a custom proprietary malt that they have kind of cultivated just specifically for this beer.
How do you go about doing that?
So I think it's like the same way you get like hybrid marijuana plants, right? You play with the percentages of the different species of the plant.
Yeah, you're like crossbreeding.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep. In terms of ABV, the Breckenridge is 6% ABV and the Oktoberfest is 5.3. So these, like many of the other fest beers, fall into that range of you can drink a lot of them.
Yeah.
You're going to become intoxicated. So everybody's happy.
So what are you thinking? Food. I imagine a nice piece of carrot cake going good with this. The sweetness of the cream cheese frosting,
Yeah.
And just the little hints of carrots in it, just I think would all blend nicely with this heavy spiced beer.
I would certainly try that. 3 quick points on these beers. I already knew I liked the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. It's good quality beer, pretty sweet. I am impressed with the Breckenridge. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do, namely because I really appreciate that spiciness that it brings to it. And lastly, both of these are very good beers in the fall when you're really thirsty, but it's too cold for those IPAs or Kolsch's or things like that. But you want something more refreshing than a heavy stout.
The Breckenridge, just agree with you there. Spicy, but it's good. And for me, both these beers, which I've never had before, just remind me of fall. I can see myself being outside in that cool fall air. Whatever it is I'm doing, just enjoying one of these, sipping on them. Maybe I replace that warm cider with one of these.
Do you drink a lot of warm ciders?
Well, like actual apple cider.
Oh, hot cider.
Yeah.
I thought you meant hard ciders.
No. Again, just to reiterate for food, I just, for some reason, and I feel like I have to try this. We have to try this. A nice piece of carrot cake with the Breckenridge here, I think would go really nice.
I'd like to thank you for watching this episode of Beer Bellies. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave any requested reviews in the comments. Cheers.
Cheers. Breckenridge is wrecking bridge.
Wrecking episodes.